Hello, we are continuing with the topic or the theme uh, preparation for expansion, preparation for explosion. I want you to understand that as you are being prepared by God, there are some factors or there are some things that will determine the time for your preparation. There are some things that will determine whether the acceleration or the time you will take still being prepared will be long. You might be in a business, you are in a business, you are anointed or you are being prepared in the line of business, in the field of business. Maybe you have already begun a shop, you have begun running small businesses, but you realize that there are things that are not working. The business is not really working for your favor. The business, yes, you are putting on the effort, you are putting on the your time, you are investing a lot of money in that business, but it is not bringing the money you invested, it is not bringing any profit. In fact, you are making losses. You need to understand that you need to go back in the place of preparation. You need to go back in the place of preparation. You are in a ministry, but the ministry is not growing. The ministry, things are not working in your ministry. Understand that there is somewhere that you need to go back. There is a class that you jumped. There is something that you never gone through. There is a certain preparation that you never underwent, and that is why that one is happening. Preparation for explosion. You are there as a student or like any other person. You are there, you have known, or there is a prophecy that has been given in your life that you will be great. In your early 20s, you will be a great man. But today you are in your 20s. The prophecy was given some 5 years ago. You are in your 20s and nothing is working. Nothing is literally working for you. You need to understand that you need to go back in the place of preparation. Understand and know that there are curses in life. There are curses. Curses will stand to fight you. Curses will stand to ensure that your destiny is delayed. However much you can pray, however much you can work hard, however much you can invest your finances in that project, curses will not understand that. When God is speaking and saying that this is a servant or this one is a tool set apart for my usage, when God has set you apart, meaning He does not want you to dirtify yourself, meaning He does not want you to get in so many things that will bring judgment, that will bring limitations in your life at the time He wants to use you. You are not going to prosper in this life without your Father's blessings. Understand me. I am talking about a theme called preparation for explosion. You need to explode in your business. You need to explode in your life, in that ministry. Understand you need preparation. I have heard of people, they are not in good relationship. They are not in good terms with their parents, the biological parents, that they do not even talk. You have stayed even 10 years without seeing your father, without even calling your father. your biological father. And you are asking yourself why things are working against you today. Understand that you need to go back. You need to go back and solve the issues between you and your father, so that he can releases you. He can release his blessings in your life. He can bless you and release you now to go. There are some things you will never succeed here on earth without your father's blessings. One of the reasons as to why Jacob prospered and Esau never prospered is because Jacob stole the blessings. Jacob stole the greatness and the words that was supposed to lead or to bring Esau a great man. Words that people speak have got power. They can build you or they can destroy you. Understand that. When your fathers have spoken a word in your life, understand that that word can build you or it can destroy you. Understand that that word can open your doors or it can shut your doors. You may be in a business today. That business is not working basically because of a word which your father spoke in your life. That word has acted as an hindrance. It has closed every doors of progresses in your life. In the place of preparation, the reason as to why I'm telling you, you may be in a ministry. You may be in a ministry today, but the ministry is not working. Why? There is something that you did a long time ago in your youth. There are people you messed their lives in your youth. There are people who are still, when they see you, they cry. Literally, they are bitter with you. Before you go back and ask them for forgiveness, before you go and solve that issue between you and them, however anointed you may be, however much God can use you, but there are some levels in life you will never attain. There are some levels in life, whether in the financial, in the agricultural, political, or economical, there is a level, a certain level that you will never reach. Understand that Esau, he needed the word from his father. He needed the blessings from his father to be a great man. But that word was taken by Jacob. There are some people that if they speak in your life, their words have got an effect in your life. Their words have got an effect in your life. Number one is your own father, the biological father. We are seeing what Isaac spoke in the life of Jacob and how Jacob became a great man. And because he lacked a word, Isaac lacked a word to speak in the life of Esau. And that is why the life of Esau was closed. That is why there was nothing that worked in the life of Esau. You can remember, there was nothing that Jacob, there was nothing that Isaac gave to Esau. It was a word of the mouth. It was words that he spoke. in the life of Jacob that made him to be great. It was after Jacob had brought food. Jacob, the mother prepared food and gave it to go and give your father so that he speak in your life. So that he speak in your life. And indeed, Isaac spoke in the life of Jacob. And we are seeing the manifestation. When Esau came from the field where he went to hunt, he prepared the food and took to his father, so that himself also he can receive words of blessings, words that open doors, words that set people free from bondages, words that open people's doors, words of favor in his life. The father told him, I have already blessed Jacob. Esau began to cry. Esau cried, and he was even asking his father that, Father, you mean there is not even one that is left for me? The father told him that, my son, there is not even one. There is no, everything I have spoken in the life of Jacob. Words that your biological father, words that your spiritual father, words that your teacher is speaking in your life, they matter. They can open your doors or they can close your heavens. There are people who are suffering today in business. They have really invested money, energy and everything, but nothing is working. Why? Why? They themselves, they are asking, where did we went wrong? It is not about where did we went wrong. It is, who did you messed up with before? What did they speak in your life? What did they speak in your life? In a ministry, you are there are people who are crying for you. In your youthful age, you messed this education of a young girl. That young lady is still crying for you today. And that is why your ministry cannot grow. It cannot grow. It is until you leave everything. Go to the young lady you messed up her life. Ask for forgiveness. Take the responsibility. And you will see God in your ministry. The same Bible is speaking and saying, but before you go and offer a sacrifice, and you have remembered that you had wronged a brother, you had remembered that you had wronged somebody, leave the sacrifice on the altar. Go first to the person you wronged. Make sure you ask him for the forgiveness, is when you come and offer the sacrifice. That is what the Bible says. Why? Because if you offer the sacrifice with the bitterness in that person, with the tears that person is shedding because of you, you will never grow. You will never see any growth in every aspect of your life. Any aspect, nothing will grow. You will be starting businesses, they collapse. You start ministry, members do not come, nothing is working. You go to the agricultural sector, nothing is working. Your children are really struggling. Nothing will work. It is until you go and solve that issue, you go and solve that case, is when you come back to offer the sacrifice. After you will solve the issues between you and your father, you will see the manifestation of God in your life. You will see things will be working. After you have gone and asked for the forgiveness from your mom, from anybody whom you wronged, whether it was a classmate some years back, somebody you stole from, somebody you people, if there is any curse that is following, after you have solved that curse, is when you will see God. I'm talking about preparation for explosion. The reason God is maybe purposing to use you in the prophetic at the age of 20. But the age of 20 will come while you are still under preparation. Why? Because in the preparation period is where and when Those issues of curses, you are dealing with them. Those people you wronged in life, you are dealing with them. Your parents whom you are not in good terms with, you are solving them. It is when you are solving those issues, the people you stole from, you are going to ask them forgiveness. When you are doing all those ones, you are in a preparation. You are being prepared. You are being prepared. Preparation for expansion. So at this time, I'm talking to you. Begin to reflect, because we are in a theme of preparation for explosion. God is preparing you for something, but He will not send you out in a mission before preparing you. And in the preparation, what is it that is happening in the preparation? Every curse that is following you, you are dealing with it. Everything in your life, you are dealing with it. People whom you wronged a long time ago, people whom are crying to you up to today, go and ask them for forgiveness. Even if you are a man of God, you are listening to me. Every day you are on the pulpit, every Sunday, every Saturday you preach, you pray to people. But if you look at the ministry, nothing is working. There is no prayer you have not made. You have prayed, you have fasted, you have called other men of God to stand with you in prayers, but nothing is working. Please, sit down. Begin to reflect years back, 10, 20 years back, how you used to live your life. If there is any sin you did and you never repented, go, leave the microphone. Leave the pulpit. Talker, leave that pulpit alone. Go to the people whom you sinned. If you stole from somebody, you never asked him for forgiveness and you never returned that thing you stole from them, and they knew that you are the one who stole it, and they cried or they spoke a word. Yes, today you are a man of God, but that word that they spoke in your life is still very active in your life. So leave everything, leave the pulpit, go. Ask them for forgiveness. Carry something, carry a gift. Take to them and ask them for forgiveness so that they can speak a word that is going to open your doors. It is called preparation for explosion. You will not explode. You will not explode if you are not prepared by God. If you don't deal with these things will act as an hindrance. They will act as hindrances to your greatness, to your explosion. In this world, let me just bring it here in Kenya. How many billionaires do you know? Are they many? Are they uncountable or they are countable? The statistic has it that they are countable. They are countable. But how many people own businesses in Kenya? Why is it that they cannot rise to those higher positions so that they be ranked as best doing and best doing businesses and the most expensive people, most rich people in Kenya? Why? This is because these people who are really struggling, it is either that was not their destiny, that business was not what God meant for them, or they did some things back that have reason to fight them. And before they deal with those ones, they will never see growth in their lives. I'm talking to you. You are there, you are a student. You are there, you are a young man. You are there, you are a couple. You are there, you are a lady, you are a man. You are listening to me. No matter how many hours you can take in prayers, does not matter whether you are speaking in strange tongues or not. Does not matter whether your father is a bishop, a prophet or not. Does not matter whether you are listening from men of God from outside. Every time they preach, you put their clips on the social media, you follow them. Does not matter. For you following them from the social media will not deal with a word which was spoken by your biological father. You following a man of God in South Africa, in America, in Uganda, in Nigeria, in Ghana, will not stop the effect of a curse that your father placed in your life. You must go back. You will go back. You will have to go back to your father and ask him for the forgiveness, so that he can reverse the words that he spoke in your life. I'm telling you the truth. It is preparation for explosion. Not until you do that, you will suffer in the ministry. Other people pray. There are people who take a whole night praying, but nothing is working in their lives. Why? Why? Sit down. At times you just need to humble yourself. Sit down and listen. Reflect back. Look at how you lived your life. If there is anywhere you messed, if there is any sin you committed and you never repented, go back and repent it. Go back. That sin is what is causing stagnation, limitation in your life. I am talking to you. You may think that I'm a young man, I do not know so many things, but by the grace of God is upon me. The words I'm talking to you, they are spiritually filled. Just humble yourself and listen to what I'm telling you. If there is a home, maybe your father was somebody in power, and he oppressed people while he was in power. Maybe he was in a chief. Maybe he was just a teacher. He oppressed people. And people were crying and complaining to him. The complaints is what have risen to fight you. You will never see any progress. It is called preparation for explosion. You might look at your life, you'll see yourself, you're going to be great. You know, there are some people, they look at themselves and they think they're going to be great. But what they did is what is going to come to fight them. It is called preparation for explosion. In the universities and in colleges, the life that students are living, like, it is just fun. They drink, they do evil things, very evil. What they are doing today is what will cause delay in the destinies that they are having. Those are the things that is going to cause delays in their lives. So, as a young man, in every aspect you are in, I want you to understand me. Get me very clear. Go back, reflect your life. You are in an assignment. God is calling you to go and serve in the ministry. You be a worshiper, you be a man of God, a preacher, or even in business, or even in agriculture. In every way, in every destiny, God is calling you. You are going to be great. The Bible speaks in Jeremiah 29:11 that I've got good plans for you. Plans to make you famous, plans to make you prosperous. Surely, the life that many people are living in Kenya, is it a prosperous life? And it is not. Why? God is being limited. Whenever He is sending His blessings, there is a thick layer that has been formed between you and those blessings. So when those blessings are released, the thick layer is preventing them. The thick layer is preventing the breakthroughs of those blessings to come to you. It is until you deal with the curses. It is until you go on your knees and repent the unrepented sins that you did in high school, the unrepented sins that you did in the university, the unrepented sins that you did long time ago. You used to live an immoral life. Today you are a preacher. You will not be able to explode in the ministry. Why? Because of those unrepented sins. They are fighting you. You are in agricultural sector. Nothing is going to work for you because of the unrepented sins, because of the poor relationship between you and your father. So as I am talking of preparation for explosion, my friends, I want you to understand and please hear me. There is no one here on earth that God created to be low. There is no one here on earth that God created to suffer. The suffering people are going through, they are the causes, or they themselves have caused those curses. They have caused those curses to themselves. If everybody is given a 24 hours in a day, each day I have a 24 hours, you have 24 hours. Someone is making 1 million per day, you are struggling to feed yourself. Yet somebody somewhere is having, in a day is earning 1 million. Ask yourself, what is wrong? By formation, by creation, we are the same. I have 2 eyes, I have 1 mouth, I have 1 nose, I have 2 ears. Yourself, you are having 2 eyes, 1 nose, 1 mouth, 2 ears. I have 4 limbs, the arms and the legs. You are having all of this. Why is it that one of us is doing well, is doing better than the other? Yet you have different destinies, and those destinies, God put them in your life so that you be great. It is the sins that you did, it is the sins that I did that is causing, that is preventing those blessings. I am talking of preparation for explosion. If you want to explode, even in politics, if you are a politician, if you want to explode, the people that you oppressed down there, go and ask them forgiveness. Take something, take a gift, go to them, kneel, kneel, kneel to them, ask them for their forgiveness. Because the words that they are going to speak in your life, the words that they are going to speak in your life is going to open your heavens, or you're going to close your heavens. Thank you so much, and may God bless us all.